Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy. On my channel, I talk about whatever I want to talk about at the time. Sometimes I'll talk about my mental health challenges. On my last video, I talked about cosmetic blackface and the origins of that and the harm that can cause for black women. I talk about Sims 4. I mean, I have like once, and I need to get back to that because I actually really want to. Sims 4 be getting on my nerves, so I'll be like, do we need another Sims 4 rant on the internet? Not really. But today's a little different. It's actually an impromptu video. I was not planning on sitting down to do a video today. I was working on another topic and it was probably gonna be ready maybe tomorrow or the day after that. So I was planning on doing that video first. But basically what had happened was I was on Twitter. I was scrolling. I followed Jackie Aina. I had followed Jackie Aina for years. I came across one of Jackie Aina's tweets. She said, when I first joined YouTube, my why was helping people with dark skin look and feel beautiful in an industry that often others us. I accomplished this. And then she puts a heart face. Now I'm leaning into black women being the face of wellness and being well taken care of, just vibes and pampering. This feels like something I keep hearing. What is in the water right now? There's been like a trend and an upswing on black women in luxury content. Now, Jackie did not mention the word luxury and we're not really exactly sure what she meant by pampering, but something about that tweet just rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't know, my period's like 2 days out, so maybe it's that. I have to go in there and in a couple days and make Thanksgiving desserts for everybody, and I freaking hate cooking, so maybe it's that, I don't know. But when I first saw the tweet, first thing I thought to my mind, I was like, do we really need that? She said black women specifically. I'm a black woman, I've been one my whole life. My first instinct was, I don't need that. Let me not get ahead of myself. She specifically says she wants to make content where black women are the face of wellness. Now, I don't know what she meant. I'm only gonna go by the words that I saw. Black women being the face of wellness is just not a thing. It never has been. According to an article published in the Journal of Women's Health in February of this year, black women continue to experience excess mortality relative to other US women, including, despite overall improvements among black women, shorter life expectancies, higher rates of maternal mortality. Moreover, black women are disproportionately burdened by chronic conditions such as anemia, cardiovascular disease, and obesity. Health outcomes do not occur independent of the social conditions in which they exist. The higher burden of these chronic conditions reflects the structural inequities within and outside the health system that black women experience throughout the life course and contributes to the current crisis of maternal morbidity and mortality. So that's a lot of words to say. Black women ain't the face of wellness. There's been like a PR campaign almost for black women as far as like, we want to change the way people view us. It's like we want to remarket us differently. It's really odd because it's like, who are we doing this for? We're all living this life. We know what's up. It's difficult to get insurance. It's difficult to go to the doctor. All of these things are expensive. Doctors don't believe us when we have pain. We are not the face of wellness. So I'm not really understanding like exactly what she meant by that and why that is something that we want to try to rebrand. Yeah, there's like a black woman rebranding initiative going on and I just cannot take it. Like I just can't handle it. So me, being the messy bitch I am, quote tweeted her tweet and said, Jackie, we're broke, okay? Now, before y'all come for me, I am a huge Jackie Aina fan. I have been for years. I mean, 2018 or 2019, I was going through a lot. I had just had a baby and I was like, I was in grad school. I was going through all my classes and I was tired and I was feeling just dried up. When I found her channel was so vibrant and it was so lively and she seemed so happy, and me and her are around the same age. And so it really encouraged me and inspired me to try to change some things in my life. So I was literally just talking out my ass when I said that, and I never expected any type of response at all, but I got one. A few hours later I logged back on and I see this reply. Damn! Hold on. She basically said that my income has nothing to do with what she's doing on her channel. It's irrelevant. And I was thinking to myself, so what does that mean? Are you planning on pampering yourself and then just us sitting and watching you be pampered? I took her response to mean she does not mean for us to participate in the pampering at all, because otherwise why would you say that our income had nothing to do with your upcoming content? Black women watching a person be pampered without participating in said events is pretty shitty. But also creating the content with the intent that we should participate while ignoring the reality of our strained wallets is also pretty shitty. When I see someone say, I'm doing this for Black women, that's when my spidey senses start tingling. That's when my ears go up and I'm like, okay, let me look into this further. I have a desire to see Black women flourish in a real sense of the word, not like a virtual sense of the word. Black women earn on average $5,500 less than what women as a whole earn in this country. Black women experience higher unemployment and poverty rates than the US average for women. And in addition, Black women are more likely to be head of the household than their white counterparts, effectively supporting more dependents with less resources. And this actually is something I talked about in my video about parenting. I'll try to link in this video. So with that being said, where and how is the pampering taking place? If we have less overall resources to even take care of our basic needs, where, how, when are we going to be pampering ourselves? I mean, it's not happening is what I'm trying to say. It's not happening. And it's not that we need someone to tell us to do it. We know what pampering is. We're not idiots. We don't do it because we haven't had time. Poverty steals your time. It doesn't just steal your money, it steals your time. If you're trying to get overtime hours, like you have to ride the bus, you have to take an Uber, all of these things, poverty steals your time. So when I hear someone say, I wanna focus on pampering, is the issue that we don't know how to pamper ourselves, and do we need to be told to pamper ourselves? Or is it that we don't have the means because we're broke? I want to make clear that this video is not in a response to just that tweet or just Jackiana's content. Black women are buying into this idea that we can change things from the outside. We can just change the way that they look or appear, then everything will be fine. We're aware that something is deeply wrong with this country. We know that we're being mistreated. We know that we're being ignored, looked over. And I think that we're trying to find a way to solve that problem without actually solving that problem. This trend of really kind of addressing the outer appearance of the way Black women appear to be and the way Black women are presented, that's something that's been going on since Instagram. Like when Instagram really started to take off, we had all of these Black women who just somehow had all of this nice stuff. Name brand like luxury clothes, purses, going on trips, and they were just taking those pictures. That's really where a lot of that began. We were obsessed with these images of Black women appearing to be living these free and worry-free lives, but that has never been the case for Black women as a whole. I feel as though a lot of content geared towards Black women is just shitty. And it almost feels as though Black women as a collective are expected to live vicariously through these women who are living these glamorous lives online. But it's not enough to simply believe that we deserve better. We need to actually like be better for each other in real life and expect better of the government that's supposed to take care of us. So like I said, I don't like a lot of the content that's geared towards Black women. Another example of this is the financial gurus are typically on Instagram. I don't like these accounts because they don't address the structural aspect of poverty that affects Black women. There's just nonstop discussion regarding our habits, our spending habits, our saving habits. Black women are the last ones who need to be taught how to stretch a dollar. I also hate the relationship advice online. Okay. Why is it that every Tom, Dick, and Harry has an opinion on what Black women need to be doing in order to get a man? Every 7 business days, I see Fantasia online with her bald-headed husband telling us what we need to do so we can also get a bald-headed husband, I guess. I don't know. I mean, doesn't she make more money than him? So, is that really what I want? And then the Kevin Samuels guy. The Kevin Samuels guy. All he's doing is bashing us, making us sound like pathetic, so bizarre. The man is evil. Like, so this rise in content where people only want to see black women that are pretty, smiling, in an exotic environment or a nice house. I mean, I'm just not interested in that, because I don't have that stuff. I don't have a pampered lifestyle. Like, I don't. I have 2 kids. They're young. I have to make sure the homework is done. I have to make sure the food is cooked because my husband's tired because he just got off work or he's about to leave. I'm not being pampered, okay? And I'm not rich, but I'm happy. And I want there to be an understanding that despite not having the things and not having the aesthetic lifestyle, you can be happy. Despite all of the things working against us in our lives, in this country, we can be happy still. So what that means is we still fight for something better, but in a real way, in a way that really impacts our lives. I think instead of this escapism, how about we find ways to really support each other? Like, I don't know, picking each other up from work, taking care of each other's kids, being a babysitter, cash apping a black woman lunch money. These are all real things we can do to ease the stress and the strain of our daily lives and what it really means to be a black woman here. Also, a lot of people I follow online are content creators. We can follow each other and support each other's content, boost each other online, like each other's content. Not only does that like support other people around you, but it tells the algorithm you want to see more things like that. I feel like it becomes a more healthier consumption when you're seeing things and seeing people who you can actually relate to, so you don't feel like a freaking weirdo for having to like go to Coinstar to turn your coins into dollars to put gas in your car, because that's where a lot of us are at right now. I just want us to be more grounded, and I want us to have a better approach. The best approach to black women's problems is not escapism. Okay, well guys, that concludes my video. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.